Okay, I've already cut out my sleeve. If you don't know how to cut a basic sleeve, I will also drop the link below for you to see. This is an off shoulder sleeve. I just minus 4 inches for my sleeve. So before I attach my net, I will turn my sleeve with my lining before attaching the net. Or you can also attach your net before attaching your lining. You just have to just leave half inch below before attaching your net. Just mark out half inch. This half inch you use it to turn your sleeve, and you mark your sleeve measurement. So the allowance I added for this sleeve is 1.5 inch. So I'll just mark 1.5 at both sides. Just mark 1.5. Then here I used 1 inch. At the armhole area I used 1 inch. So I'll connect the line together like this. I'll do the same thing at the other end. So at this space, this is where our net is going to lie. So let's move back. Let's move to the net area. So I'll be cutting this in a straight way using 1.5 inch. So I just mark 1.5 inch. Okay, I just finished cutting out the net. So move ahead now to the sewing machine. Okay, after cutting out my V net, it's time to gather it. You just put it gently in the sewing machine. Make sure it's at the middle. When you sew, then you start sewing. When you sew, you push like this. You just push it forward and you gather it with your machine. I just feel this process is very simple and fast. You can see how it's already looking. So I'll just continue gathering. Okay, I just finished gathering it, and I'll go ahead now and attach it to the sleeve. I'll first of all attach it before turning it to my lining. Remember I said I'll mark out half inches to use to turn my lining, and I left the allowance for my sleeve. So when doing your ruffle sleeve, you ensure you split your v-net into two for the both sleeves to make it equal. So right now, where I marked out half inches, okay, you just open up your net, your gathered net, and placed it on the line, the half-inch line we marked out. So you just sew on the thread lining. So you open up the net at the midpoint. You just sew. You make sure you stitch before sewing. As you are sewing, you'll be arranging your net very well, so you sew at the middle. get to the other line I marked, I believe you can see my chalk. I'll just flip it over like this and open up the net, sew it very close because I don't want it to be spacious. You just turn your net as it is like this, you turn it over and you sew it very close. Okay, I just reached the other end, so I'll still do same thing. I'll just flip it over again and sew closely beside it, and this is the third step. Okay, you can see how far I've gone. At the upper part of it, of our off shoulder hand, I'll also turn here with lining, so I'll be leaving like ½ inch at this upper part. I remember we left ½ inch at the lower part of our sleeve, so I'll just use the lining to turn it first before finalizing the net. So I just placed my lining on my sleeve. I raised up the net like this and I placed the lining, so I'll just sew it straight to the end, making sure I'm not matching on the lining. On the net, I will ensure I don't match on the net. I'll just match on that ½ inch I left. Because I don't want this thread this sewed part of my Ankara to show, that was why I first of all fix my net before turning over with the lining, so it will be looking very neat behind. So I just finished sewing the down part of it, and this is how it looked like, and this is the front part. So before sewing this other side, I'll just sew my net, my last step, then turn the upper part too. I'll flip it over and turn this upper part of it too, of my off shoulder sleeve. I'll just place it and sew just like I did at the lower part. I'll do same thing at the upper part, then sew, then flip it over for you guys to see. You can see I'm through with fixing my net, and this is how beautiful it's looking. It's time to turn off the upper part of my net. I'll do same thing I did for the lower part. Just place it on it. Place it on the net like this. Make sure you don't match on the net. You just push it downward. When turning the upper part, you ensure so that you don't match on the net. You just push it downward and carefully match on the ½ inch you left earlier. You can see how I'm carefully turning my sleeve with the lining. Okay, and this is what we have here. So I'm using my round sleeve measurements to shape it. Okay, this is it. This is what we have here. This is my off shoulder ruffle sleeve. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and share this video, and don't forget to also subscribe.